just get through the day. The typical refugee to commit a crime is a young male, and this can be due to poor living or disadvantaged living conditions, such as poor accommodation, lack of money and food, unemployable due to the lack of educational skills such as basic maths and English. Refugees don't necessarily want to commit a crime. Sometimes they just have to be able to provide for the families, be able to give a little bit of food or just get a little bit of money to provide a child with a pair, like some clothing or something like that. The main crime that refugees commit is robbery, as you could imagine, just so they could provide for the family. Sport is used to help crime, not just help them as a physical ability, but also to help them, young people, realise their potential, obtain training, so turning up on time, making sure they understand that being on time and being responsible, dressing the right way is all part of being part of a team. It also helps them recognise the importance of the shared community bond. So the Refugee Project allows a number of skills for the refugees to obtain within society, which is respect, discipline, focus, teamwork and hard work. Really, you can use all of these within society. It's not just within sport. Sport can also be used as a tool to help encourage life experiences, really, and how to behave in society. Sports, so like refugee football, they know they need to stick to the rules of the game, or they have a consequence of like a yellow card or a red card, and they have to go off the pitch for a certain amount of time. Within society, if you break the laws, then obviously you're going to have a consequence, either of a fine, prison or community work. And really this is just making sure, reinforcing them that they understand that breaking the law or breaking rules means that they're going to have a consequence at the end of it. Social integration is key, really, for the refugees. It's stated here by Plimmer that humans shouldn't be living solitary lives. We are genetically programmed for interaction with others. This is like talking, communicating, relating with others, and really that is essential for our overall well-being. It's society's fault, though, for the isolation of others in the community, and this is mainly because society sees someone as different, so we exclude ourselves from them and we stick to the traditional social norms of what you should see and what you should stay away from, and that's our fault as society and our communities. That's how we've been brought up, but this needs to change to create better lives, not just for like ourselves, but also for the more disadvantaged people like the refugees. So really the refugee football just helps integrate the refugees with each other and with us, and as they're integrating with us, they're communicating with us, and this also helps with their English skills, as they have to speak to us in English, or otherwise it's just going to be a massive barrier which will never come over. They're also integrating with people that they have common interests with or they relate to, as they come from the same background as they've had to come over to this country, and they feel quite isolated and quite alone. But really this just helps them meet friends really and get them active together and making them friendship bonds and good relationships. So healthy active lifestyle is also a wider social benefit from the refugee football. Having a healthy active lifestyle will result in a massive gain of an individual's overall health situation or status. Really, physical activity brings a lot of advantages to an individual. It can decrease chances of becoming ill or getting serious illnesses. It will also increase your physical fitness within like your cardiovascular system, your increase of muscle mass, an increase of bone density, but also it will help you maintain your weight management and things like that. Also, physical activity doesn't just benefit someone physically but also mentally and socially. Really, and this is what you need really to keep a healthy body really. And as it says, like, a healthy mind is a healthy body, but also socialising helps you have a better mindset. Within the refugee football, obviously we are giving the refugees the opportunity to participate within 2 hours of football every Thursday night. But the downfall for this is like the healthy eating side. As a project, we can't really tell them what foods they should be eating, what would help them with a balanced diet due to not having a development programme, as this could really benefit some of them being able to understand what they should eat to be able to maintain a healthy lifestyle. With the refugee football, it benefits them physically as they're doing the physical activity, mentally and socially. Mentally, they are relieving stress and having fun and communicating with others. Socially, they are creating friendship bonds which they may not have had without the project, and they might not have socialised the way they do without the project. So the future development plans that I've come up with, which I would like to see happen, but we'd need a development plan created before we could try and get these goals. I'd like to try and increase their communication skills, get them really using English, employability skills. What can we do to help them become more employable, as they get benefits, but that money is not really enough for a full family to live off. Can we get them a British citizenship? Most of the refugees here don't have British citizenship, so really they have no rights here in England, and really it would be nice to see a change in that. We could also do different nights for like children. They could do multi-skill sports or a sport of their choice, and we could also incorporate nights for women, doing a chosen sport for them, or football if they wanted to. Also, a future development plan could be linking up with already existing refugee teams / clubs or projects just like us, to create more of a competition side of the football, and maybe create small tournaments for them to be able to play properly, like on a full-size pitch instead of just a 5-side pitch. So refugee organisations, they are out there. As research shows, there's some refugee teams out there, and maybe not all online, but could be in some areas. The integration of refugees into Europe is is a great challenge, but football is really trying to tackle this and try and take away the sense of isolation when coming over here. As you can see in the first picture here, it's actually a Welsh team created by the police. This is really a good way to do this, as they can actually talk about crime and reduce the crime. They can also, the police are also seen as the heart and soul of a community, and for the police that have set this up, the refugees will feel like they have felt welcome to come into the community due to the police creating this opportunity for them. So my question is really, why can't we make the refugee projects that we have competitive, as we can have a number of links with different refugee football teams around, or close by, or wherever. Maybe we could take a trip to Wales to have a competition. But really, this is just, we need a development plan to get this going. Also though, at the bottom picture here, the all-female refugee team smashing stereotypes. Football doesn't, refugees don't just affect men, it affects women and children. Women here are playing football and playing sport that they want to. They're breaking down the stereotypical comments that women shouldn't play sport or shouldn't play football because it's a masculine sport. And where these women come from, these refugees like Syria, Afghanistan, etc., they have no rights, and they are breaking down them barriers and giving themselves the opportunity. So why can't we, as a refugee football project, help women and children as well as men, as they have an equal right within society just as much as men do? So to conclude, the project can give the refugees life skills that they can use in society. It can break down social norms and give them the opportunity to progress and develop within the wider society and within sport. Obviously, we've talked about the things that help run a project, which help run the refugee project, such as management, promotion, advertising, the social media, etc. And then also we have the wider social benefits, such as social inclusion, the crime and sport integration, healthy active lifestyle, and then wider opportunities that could occur. Overall, I have appreciated my time spent on my work placement with the Refugee Football Programme or project. It has allowed me to learn and understand that not all organisations are built for profitable reasonings, or just to build money and for themselves. It can also be to help others from disadvantaged areas or anything like that, and really make changes and help people and encourage people to become part of our society. So yeah, really overall the refugee project as a whole is a good idea, however it needs help with planning and management to be able to give it, to keep it more sustainable, give more of an opportunity to be able to develop and make improvements. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope it's given you an insight of how the refugee project has run and the benefits that it gives refugees and also the community that it brings. These are just my reference slides, and again, thank you for watching.